If you're a songwriter or producer, then you've probably figured out that videos and visuals can help your music get heard, not just to get you in front of new people, but also when people are watching your video, they can hear parts of your music better. That's actually what I'm very interested in, and for many years I've been doing that with Apple Motion, Final Cut, After Effects, whatever. And you spend a lot of hours, you program a bunch of stuff, and then you render it, you check it out. Okay, let me go in and change this. It ends up taking a few months to get 1 3-minute music video, but at the same time, it has good results. But more fun recently, thanks to Vince Naples and a few other people, I'll link to their stuff, is we now have the ability to play the visuals in real time in a bunch of different really fun ways. And this is much more exciting for me, personally, and I also think it's more fun for the listener, the viewer, because for the same reason that a live band is more fun to watch live than somebody pressing play on a track. It's spontaneous, anything could happen and stuff like that. I've been working on that for the last 6 months, and here are 8 highlights of that process. I'm playing one instrument in Ableton, and I'm gonna have one knob affect the sound of the audio, and that same knob at the same time is going to affect the video that I would project behind me. In this case, it's a very simple version, just a blue screen turning to a different color, and the piano is getting some reverb on it. Cool. This is the program I've already been using for live shows. It's called Hive. My guy Vince Naples made it in Touchdesigner. It pays attention to where you are on the timeline in Ableton and plays the video along with it. In this case, I've got my favorite subject, my wife, Casey Foster. Also, Charlotte Long is in this one. And I'm basically, if I'm at the beginning of the song, the video will go towards the beginning or wherever it is, wherever it needs to be. And if I loop a section, it'll loop. Also, I have all these locators that I've assigned to MIDI notes, on my keyboard, and I can kind of play them and jump around in the song. So let's just start this off. I'll go to the chorus and just play I can even speed up or slow it down, and it'll do that. So here's this again, and that's why the end section, I always do this. Cool. I have these samples I'm going to play. I'm going to make a loop of that. I'm going to affect the audio with Tornado, which is a plugin that just makes the audio sound weird. I'm going to tie it to some knobs here. The same knobs are going to affect some video effects like, let's say, glow. I just want something to glow. So, pretty simple stuff. I'm going to see if I can tie the audio and the visual together and make them sort of work together. All right. this next thing is something I've been doing for a while, but it is sort of a way of generating visuals from the notes you're playing. You'll see as I hit this drum pad, you'll see visual representations on there on the screen. And if I play along to Ableton, the Ableton can also send some notes. You'll see in a second. Like if I just press play here, it'll send some things on its own. Looks like it's sending the snare and some hi-hat stuff. And then if I play along with it, but all those notes will be represented. And also, you can put these little locators in Ableton, and as the timeline passes this locator, it'll change the treatment. So I'll kind of play at the beginning, and then I'll jump ahead to here, and we can see how those look different. Let me jump ahead. Alright. Normally I play this guitar solo on guitar, but you can see that when I hit a note, it shows up that way. Looks cool live, makes it easier to hear the guitar solo and focus on it. Very cool. Bye. We are going to generate some live video using Ableton. Normally, I've got a video I've made, and I play it back, and the video syncs up with changes I make in the session. But this time, the session is basically going to generate the video. And here's what I mean. I'm not playing anything right now, and the video is already going. This is what it's going to end up looking like here. And I will show you this on a big screen at the end. But when I pull up a session in Ableton, it pulls up a scene. It's got this song called You and Me. It's going to pull up the first preset. And here's a bunch of presets here. And you can kind of see that these change, right? Put this one in, it looks like that. Put this one in, looks like that, okay? But you can also, instead of jumping fast, you can do what's called a tween. And that's where you slowly fade to the other one. And all the parameters just change over this certain amount of time. And you can decide how long that takes. And I like that. I think that's cool. So sometimes I'm going to want to jump, but sometimes I want to tween. So when this song starts out, it's on this preset. As I reach this locator in Ableton, it will automatically call up a new preset. So let's show that. All right. And another thing is that what I do a lot in audio is I automate things over time. Let's see. Okay, so I've said that the volume is going to change over time. At this bar, it's going to go from 0 dB and it's going to fade out over a span of 2 bars to negative infinity, meaning it's quiet. Ton of automation here all over the place. And I want to be able to do that with the video as well, and now I can do that. So I've got one track here that has some automation built in, drawn in, and I can make it do things like this one. I've drawn in where the kicks happen. I want this shape, this polygon, to jump out, get bigger for a second. So let's see that section that's coming up right here. And that's how I'm getting everything to work at this point. Now this looks a little crazy because what is tricky is we skipped some presets, and presets, it matters what came right before it. It's very complicated, very difficult. So let's see this whole, well, I'll show you all the changes that happen in this thing. I'll kind of just skip back to the beginning, and here we go. Change coming up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. Cool. There's another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, change. Coming up, another change. And another change, the final one. Alright, I'm automating some stuff here. So what's nice is that you can kind of just draw in automation in Ableton, which I'm very much used to, and also you can use some of the same automation lines that you've already drawn. You can copy and paste them to totally match up the audio and the video. All right, very cool. Alright, here's what I'm up to this time. A note I'm going to play on the keyboard is going to affect the delay that happens on the video, or the little trails that happen behind it. The longer I hold the note down, the longer the trails get. Cool. I'm going to start a bongo pattern. The video is going to play. I'm going to fade in some white noise. There's a video effect that kind of makes it look white noisy as well, so that's good. But then I'm going to fade in the kick drum, and it's going to sidechain both the visual and audio white noise. Here's the white noise. And here comes the kick drum. Cool. Okay, I'm just using the straight audio from my guitar signal to make the video kind of jump a little bit. So every time I hit it, based on how loud I hit it. And yeah.